Top of the morning to you, YouTube. Welcome back to another Scuttlebutt with Ivy's Family Factotum. I'm a failure. Yeah, I'm a failure. So, what am I failing at? Apparently, I'm failing at YouTube. So, obviously, those of you that have been with us for quite some time, both here and our main channel, Ivy's Family Factotum, the whole point of this channel, the Scuttlebutt with IFF, Ivy's Family Factotum. So, yeah, if you're new here and you don't know anything about us, we are retired Navy veterans out here living in the north or central west portion of Arkansas, building a legacy, building a homestead, doing those things. And apparently, from what I've been learning, the reason why we're not growing on YouTube is because I'm confusing. I confuse YouTube. Am I confusing? So, obviously, this channel here, all we're going to be getting, or all y'all are going to be getting from us, is a vlog. Ooh, there's the mail. So, a vlog. This is it. Talking head. You know, sometimes I'll go in and I'll show you some behind-the-scenes type stuff. You know, of projects that we're working on or just whatever. And, you know, be able to show you things that, you know, we might not want to talk about on the main channel. Because the main channel is supposed to be more of our veteran, right? Because we are a modern veteran homestead. That's basically the niche that I try to put us in, right? Homestead. But we're not just the average, you know, 200-year-ago homestead. We're a modern homestead, but being veterans, living a veteran lifestyle and whatnot. You know, we do try to bring some of that veteran teachings, you know, that we've learned into our daily living. And, you know, just trying to share that out. But YouTube doesn't understand. It just doesn't understand, I guess. So, from what I've learned, I don't know. What do y'all think? Leave us a comment down below. If you think we're confusing. If you think, you know, that we're just constantly messing with the algorithm and that it doesn't know who to share us out to because we're constantly bouncing around and doing this or doing that. I don't know. I would think, you know, running a modern homestead is, well, that's the whole point of it, right? Is if you're running a modern homestead, I'm not going to be out here just only doing gardening. Or I'm not going to be just only building structures. You know, there's many things. I do woodworking stuff. I do blacksmithing stuff. I clear land. We have animals. We would like to get more animals, right? Animal husbandry. Just all these things, right? Kind of fall underneath the homestead. But I guess from what I'm learning is YouTube doesn't like that stuff. So if we want to be able to grow, you know, as a channel and whatnot, which I get it. I understand. There's a lot of channels out there, a lot of homesteading channels out there, a lot of big ones, a lot of small ones. You know, obviously we're getting to be almost 5,000 subs over on the main channel. I think we're going to be pushing 1,200 here. We're still not even monetized on this channel. And we've even said on this channel here is we plan on giving back 100% of anything that we earn on this channel back to the veteran community. Yeah. Back to the veteran community. All of it. Doesn't matter if someone wants to send us stuff, you know, on this channel and basically say, hey, it's for the veterans. Cool. We'll give it back to the veterans. Anything we make on AdSense, you know, any type of things that we get from, you know, companies. If like we want to do, you know, products or anything like that, reviews and things like that, anything that we make on this channel, 100% goes back to the veteran community. And that's the things that we like, what we enjoy, right? It's all part of giving back, you know, to our brothers and sisters in arms. So, but it still gets frustrating, right? To do this as long as I have, and YouTube still doesn't understand what we're doing. So, I don't know. Am I just not a good storyteller, I guess? So, if you've never been over to our main channel, that link's down in the description. It's also the little bulb circle icon thing at the end of every video, where you can click on that, get over to the other channel. A lot of our people that are watching, a lot of our subs, or even people that are not subscribed, are watching on their TV. I guess that's a big thing right now. So it's kind of hard to switch over to other channels and things if you're not already subscribed. But, yeah, we really can't do this, you know, without y'all. Right? YouTube doesn't work without subscribers. YouTube doesn't work without viewers. And, you know, just being able to share out the video, leave us a comment, you know, hit the hype button if you enjoy our content, you want to hype us up. You know, that's all kind of the things that's part of the analytics and whatnots, right? Is YouTube, I guess, just doesn't understand what our group is. It doesn't understand who they should be sending the videos to. I don't know, I thought I've made it pretty clear. Of, yeah, this is what we're doing. And it's all part of, you know, building a legacy. This is a property that we're going to live on for the rest of our life. We're building a legacy. We would like to be able to have our kids live here. We'd like to be able to have our grandkids live here. We would like to, for their kids and their kids to be able to live here. So, yeah. Legacy DIY. Yeah. We show a lot of, you know, do it yourself. That's what we're doing. I'm building a road myself by hand and with the help of my tractor. Built a gate. I don't know. What do y'all think? Let me know down in the comments. Because, this YouTube stuff, we're not going to give up. That's definitely, you know, never going to be in the cards. Not going to give up. But you still get frustrated, you know, as you'll go through and you'll watch things and just try to learn, right? This is one of those things, it's a business, right? YouTube is a business, whether you want it to be or not, especially if you're a content creator. It is a business. And if you're not constantly learning and adjusting, you know, month for month, year for year, you know, to be able to keep up with that business, you're just going to get left behind. So we're constantly learning. I'm constantly learning. This YouTube thing has always been my passion project, not Gladys's. Yeah, she'll show up, she'll do stuff, right? So I have channels that I like to watch, you know, and and things, you know, ones that we kind of look up to for inspiration, or who we feel like we're I don't know. Like, if I was to pick one person on YouTube of who I think our channel kind of represents, not verbatim, but pretty close, of who I think that we're kind of like, or whatnot, just the things that we're doing, would be Outdoor with the Morgans. I mean, he does the majority of the videos. She'll show up every so often. They also have an autistic child. Obviously, their child is a lot older than ours. Ours is still a preteen. But, you know, we're getting there. You know, we're still building our home. Our forever home. We're still trying to build shops. We're still trying to build infrastructure. And just doing all those things. And it's all part of that legacy. Building our legacy for future generations to come. And doing it, you know, as a modern homestead. So, I don't understand what YouTube is confused about, because all this stuff that we're doing is the same thing that some of these other channels do. And YouTube's not confused about what they're doing. So, let me know down in the comment what y'all think. Share us out. Help us grow. Like I said, hype us up. All those things that YouTube just loves. And it really helps out, you know, smaller channels like us. Because it sees those engagements. It sees that stuff. Right? And obviously, if you're new here and you've made it this far, you know, we gladly ask that you give us that subscribe. Get over to the main channel if you've never checked that out. That has a lot more of just project, you know, based doing stuff. Right? Building a gaving wall. Working with my tractor. Pulling out trees, stumps by hand. Dad and I, my father-in-law and I, we pulled that out by hand. Dug it out by hand. Built the shed. Did all the work to this house, the gathering house. Did all the plumbing, all the electrical. Right? Obviously, they came and installed it. I had to build this house pad with a borrowed Ford 8N tractor. Right? Yeah. Just taking care of the property. Doing stuff. Building a paddock for animals. Chicken coops. Shops. There's just a lot of stuff. All these things, right, kind of fits underneath that same category of modern homestead. DIY, the legacy DIY. We'll get there, I guess. So, if you enjoyed today, it's Tuesday. We're expecting more rain today and tomorrow. So, all the projects I have to do right now are outside. So, I'm kind of working around the weather, doing what I can with what I got. And, yeah, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Get out there. Thank a veteran every chance you get. Not only on Veterans Day, because you never know if it's going to be their last day. Check out this video right here that YouTube suggests that you watch. Stick around. We love y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. Later, friends.